Power in the Bible wasn't measured by armies, money, or fame. It was measured by faith, obedience, and the hand of God at work in flawed human lives. Let's journey through the lives of 5 of the most powerful people in Scripture to see how their strengths lifted nations and how their weaknesses brought them to their knees. Jesus Christ, the sinless Son of God. Strength, divine authority, perfect love, power over death. Weakness, not a flaw, but he chose vulnerability, becoming human. He healed the sick, walked on water, and raised the dead. All authority in heaven and on earth has been given to me. Matthew 28, verse 18. But he also wept, grew tired, and was betrayed. He was despised and rejected by men, a man of sorrows. Isaiah 53, verse 3. His strength was in sacrifice. Father, forgive them. Luke 23, verse 34. And through his death and resurrection, he crushed sin and death. Moses, the reluctant deliverer. Strength, intimate relationship with God, bold leadership. Weakness, insecurity, anger. Moses stood before Pharaoh, split the Red Sea, and led a nation. The Lord will fight for you. You need only to be still. Exodus 14, verse 14. But he doubted his own voice. I am slow of speech and tongue. Exodus 4, verse 10. And his anger cost him the promised land. You did not trust in me enough to honor me. Numbers 20, verse 12. Still, God called him faithful in all his house. Hebrews 3, 5. Elijah, the fire-calling prophet. Strength, miraculous power, boldness for truth. Weakness, fear and burnout. He called down fire from heaven and defeated 450 prophets of Baal. The fire of the Lord fell and burned up the sacrifice. 1 Kings 18, verse 38. Yet soon after he ran for his life and cried, I have had enough, Lord, take my life. 1 Kings 19, verse 4. Elijah's weakness was despair, but God met him, not in fire, but in a gentle whisper. What are you doing here, Elijah? 1 Kings 19:13. He reminded him, you're not alone. David, the warrior king with a worshiper's heart. Strength, courage, worship, deep faith. Weakness, lust, moral failure. He slayed Goliath with a sling and led Israel to glory. You come to me with a sword, but I come to you in the name of the Lord. 1 Samuel 17, verse 45. He danced before God and wrote most of the Psalms, but David also fell into adultery with Bathsheba and murder. I have sinned against the Lord. 2 Samuel. Yet even in failure, he repented deeply. Create in me a clean heart, O God. Psalm 51:10. God called him a man after my own heart. Acts 13:22. Once a persecutor of Christians, Paul was radically changed by Jesus. I am Jesus whom you are persecuting. Acts 9:5. He preached the gospel across nations, endured beatings, shipwrecks, prison. I've learned to be content in whatever the circumstances. Philippians 4:11. But Paul battled weakness. A thorn in the flesh was given to me to keep me from becoming conceited. 2 Corinthians 12:7. Yet he learned, my grace is sufficient for you, for my strength is made perfect in weakness. 2 Corinthians 12:9. Each of these men was powerful, but none were perfect, except one. Jesus, Moses, Elijah, David, Paul, their lives show us this truth. God's power is made perfect in weakness. 2 Corinthians 12:9. And his call remains, do not be overcome by evil, but overcome evil with good. Romans 12:21. Your strength isn't in your perfection, it's in your surrender.